Afternoon, everybody. How is everybody this fine Sunday morning? It is March 8th. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Daylight savings. I'm telling you, it takes a toll on the mind and the body when you're trying to get some that extra hour of sleep. It's just terrible. Well, we had a really nasty storm that rolled through here Friday night, Saturday. It was pretty crazy. I haven't really looked around the property to see how many trees I lost. There was some tornado watch and warnings that we'd gotten late Friday night. I know there was a couple of them that hit not too far away, but far enough. You know, I don't need them over here disrupting the farm. But anyways, this is 1 week after the kids were born that I do a little update on how they're doing. It's a beautiful day. It's about 60 degrees outside. We do have another storm coming through here Tuesday. It's supposed to roll through here and then run havoc in the great state of Missouri before it moves on towards the East Coast. But until then, I've got my babies outside. Here's my boys. Hi, Victor. Hi, Nonos. So, big proud daddy right there. He hasn't really taken too much to the babies. He can care less. As long as he gets his cookies and gets his treats, he don't really care. Miss Willow, you know, I don't know if I can honestly say that she is pregnant. I don't know. We'll find out here in a month, is when I suspect that if she does not have a foal, by mid-April, then it tells me that she's not pregnant, because we got her in May of last year. I was told that she was bred. I don't know. I had blood work done on her back last August. And the blood work got sent up to Cornell University in New York. And because I don't have a single veterinarian near me or around me that actually can preg check a pony. They say she's too small. Yeah, lovely veterinarians we've got. So the blood work came back as inconclusive. It was up there, like there was a possibility, but they said it was probably still too soon. I know she hasn't delivered. She hasn't really left this pasture area, and I've been all through the pasture. There's no stillborns. There's no nothing out here. So if she's pregnant, she's still pregnant. I was informed by the person that we bought her from that she was bred with a Gypsy Vanner draft horse, a small version of the Gypsy Vanner. It was a smaller one. But anyways, that's what I was told. And if she is a month away from foaling, then, well, if she was bred with the Gypsy, then her belly'd be a lot bigger than it actually is. So I don't know. We won't know here for a couple more weeks. Actually about a month. And if she starts showing signs, right now, not really. But I don't know, we can see. I mean, she does have a little bit of a belly droop, but she didn't have, a little back. I mean, if you look back at my old videos, you can see that she's always had kind of a belly and I have a droop to it, but it's not getting any bigger. So I don't know. That's going to be a mystery. We'll find out. The downside to that is, if in fact she is not pregnant and she does not give me a baby, to be perfectly honest with you, I have zero need for a pony here on the farm. She does me absolutely no good whatsoever, other than, putting a saddle on her and let kids ride her around when they come visit. But other than that, I have no desire for a pony. So if she is not pregnant, she does not give me a baby, then she will be up for sale. And I'll sell her to some family who's got small children that can actually use a pony. She's 11 years old. So yeah, she's considered as a American standard pony. Her sibling or sister or whatever went to a good family. Sweet young girl wanted her to ride, and she's turned out pretty good. These two little lazy boys right here, my little babies right here. But anyways, let's go look at the kiddos, huh? So let's take a trip over here, go see the kids. I put the girls and the 3 baby boys in the garden. Oh, he heard my voice. He is definitely my baby. He hears my voice and he comes running. Yes, Izzy, I'm coming. Yep, I just took the bindings off of his feet. He had braces on there to help him stand up because he was bent. He was born with bent hoof, bent leg. Hi, babies. Yes, they're so cute. That's Mr. Izzy. I've named him Izzy. He was the firstborn. I weighed him today, and so you can see through the fence. I weighed him today, and he weighs 9 pounds. So he's a week old, and when he was born at 5 pounds. So he's grown. He's gained 4 pounds in a week, which is fabulous. And then Ozzy is the one standing right there, the black and brown. He weighs 10 pounds 7 ounces now. He was 6 pounds 1 ounce at birth, I want to say, I think, if I remember. And then Silas, who's laying down right there, Silas weighs an even 10 pounds right now. And when he was born, he weighed 6 pounds 1 ounce. That's right. Ozzy weighed 6 pounds, I think 4 ounces. And then Silas was at 6 pounds 1 ounce, and then Izzy here was at an even 5. Hi, look at that face. Oh my goodness, you are adorable. He is adorable. Love that little bugger. So these guys here, I'm going to end up, they're going to be withered here, probably in the next couple of months. Oh, where'd you go? I'm going to wither them, fatten them up, and then, I mean, if someone doesn't want Nubian bucklings, I have no need for more bucks. So if these 3 boys don't get sold, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but this is a farm, and in a farm, we reproduce our own proteins. So these 3 boys will end up going to processing. It's just the way it is. I don't want to offend anybody or hurt anybody's feeling, but this is a farm. We raise for meat. We're going to be getting some cattle probably next year and do the same thing. I'm going to be picking up a couple lambs here in the next month, and we're going to raise those up. Those are also going to go to processing. It's just the way it is. I put venison in the freezer. I put pig in the freezer. I'm going to put goat in the freezer. We'll put lamb in the freezer. We'll put cow in the freezer. We're going to be doing meat chickens here in about 2 months. We're going to get, I think somewhere I'm going to start about 25, maybe 30, 25 or 30 meat chickens, Cornish crosses, and get that. I'm also going to get a couple turkeys, bronze turkeys, and do turkeys as well. My ducks, I got the baby ducks. What have you got, Trixie? Looks like she found a leg bone. Oh, found yourself a nice little venison leg bone. Lovely. That stays outside. No, you're not bringing that in the house. I'm sorry, pup. You can leave that bone right outside. So as you can see, it's a beautiful March afternoon. But back here to the babies. Izzy needs to stand up. I just took his braces off of his front feet today, so he still wants to sit down on his knees, and I don't like him sitting down on his knees. I want him to stand up, and he's being lazy. But yeah, I mean, he's still growing. He's still doing good. That's the weirdest thing. Go ahead, lay down. Lay down. But he just feels comfortable just sitting just like that. It's so weird. Where these two don't. Now his hooves, his front, you can see where it bows outwards. See his front foot, how it curves outwards. And then Izzy's curved backwards. And then Silas was the only one that came out without any problems with his feet whatsoever. And again, this is extremely common when you're talking about triplets with goats, quadruplets and triplets. Mama is right there. Mama was quite large, and when I weighed them, she was carrying 18 pounds of baby. And there wasn't a whole lot of room for triplets, and that's why they come out with what's called bent leg. It's just the way they formed inside the belly, and when they're born. Izzy right there. Izzy was born breech, and he was the very first one born, and then Ozzy came out second, and then Silas was the last one out. But yeah, and there's the other two. That one there, Autumn, she's pregnant. She should be delivering here in the first week of April. So we will have kids being born from her. Hopefully we have a foal coming out of her. And so yeah, we still got more babies on the rise. And then Miss Queenie here, Miss Queenie will be next to be bred. I will probably breed her. I want to say I want to breed her to their papa, Victor, probably September. And there's Mr. Victor right there. There's Victor. And then we got No-Nos. I will probably breed her again. Mom will get bred again probably in August or September as well. And then I will do the same for Autumn. Again, I am hoping for girls. I want doelings. I don't need bucklings. I told my wife, bucklings, go to freezer camp. Doelings will stay here and grow the herd. So I want to start milking. I want to fatten her up, so that way we could continue milking and start producing materials with their milk. So he's just gonna stand right next to me because he knows my voice. So anyways, this is just kind of a little recap. 1 week later after the birth of the kids, and so yeah, I mean it's a thriving farm. So that's what we do. We raise our animals for our consumption, and that's why, God put them on this earth, is for our food source. And unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. I mean, it's a farm. This is what we do. Eventually, the garden that the goats are in right now, the garden is going to be made bigger. I need to get in there and get the garden set up so we can start putting our plants in there. I'm thinking about doing a row or two of tomatoes. I don't know, a variety of vegetables. I want to try doing some purple onions. I want to try doing some more zucchinis. The garden that we had last spring, the only thing that really came out of it, we got tomatoes out of it, and I got jalapenos. And boy, those jalapenos were hot. They were hot. I swear I was eating a ghost pepper. Those suckers were hot. And it was just a standard jalapeno plant that I picked up from Lowe's. And oh boy. Oh, talk about fire in the morning. Yeah, that'll light you up. Those suckers were hot. They were almost unbearable to eat. They were that hot. So, anywho, off of the topic of toilet. Yeah, we're gonna get the garden up and going. We're gonna starting that up here pretty soon. The babies are gonna stay inside the pen for probably another month or so before I let them come outside. I can bring them out here to the pasture with the boys. However, the pasture was not designed for babies. You can see a gap. There's a gap there. I put that barbed wire in the bottom to prevent him from getting out. However, he still finds a way of getting out. There's a spot back here in the fence line back there that's raised up on the ground that he has dug a trench underneath the fence, and he's found a way of getting out of the pasture. He doesn't go anywhere. Most of the time he just finds me, or he comes out here and he grazes the grass. I mean, he takes out little tufts and he eats, you know, down all the grass. I mean, yeah, you clearly can see there's not a lot of grass in the pasture. It's green, it's getting there. I'm glad to see some green out there, so I know my grass is growing. This is a mixture of clover. It's got a little fescue. It's clover. I want to say there's some orchard mix in with it. It's mostly clover though. So they get their hay in the morning. This lazy boy likes to eat the hay while laying in the hay, and that's just an everyday thing that he does. The shelter back there, I'm gonna turn that into a chicken tractor. That's gonna be moved out so that when we bring our Cornish crosses in, I'm gonna put wheels on that and probably a pull bar on it so I can pull it behind the tractor and move it around. That's gonna be the chicken tractor where we're gonna raise the meat chickens. Again, we're gonna start with about 25, maybe 30 meat chickens. A couple turkeys. The young turkeys will go over here inside the chicken run with these other chickens, and they can be raised over there. I mean, they can stay inside the barn for now until they get bigger. But let's go take a look at the we've got 6 frizzles, 6 chick frizzles, and we sexed them. We bought them at straight runs, but we sexed them, and I think I've only got 1 rooster out of them. And I've got the 3 Cayega ducks, which I believe one of them's turned out to be a drake. So let's go in here. Let's go see these babies. There's my Cayega ducks. There's the 3. And I think the one here in the middle, I think he's a drake. He's the largest of the 3. And then here's the frizzles. There's the frizzles. There's 6 of them in there. There's 3 blondes and 3 blacks. I gotta come out here and clean this up again. Ducks are messy. I had to put this divider in here. I used some plywood that I had here in the shop, and I built that divider up so I can keep the chicks on one side, the ducks over here, because they make this pen so soupy, so messy. Ducks are really, really messy. And if it wasn't for the fact that I love duck eggs, I wouldn't even deal with ducks because they are a mess. If I do have a drake, which I believe I do have a drake in here, I want to breed more Cayegas, and I will build an enclosure just for my ducks. You saw out in the yard. Right now, currently in the pasture, I've got my 1 Cayega drake that's out there with my blue Swedish, and they're the only 2 ducks that I have left. She gives me, my blue Swedish gives me an egg. Oh, maybe right now I think I get one egg per week right now from her, but normally I get about 3 eggs a week on an average when she's in full-fledged egg laying. I get 3. I've looked, I got an egg. When did I get an egg? I got an egg, I think it was last Wednesday. So I'm kind of hoping, let me see in here. Hoping there's going to be an egg in here somewhere. And these chickens sitting in there. She's sitting on some eggs. Now I marked them. You can see there's some eggs in there that are marked. I put a dot on it, trying to get my hen, I have a brooder hen, trying to get her to lay on them to see if we can actually hatch them naturally. So you can see a couple of eggs might have like, see a little dot, there's a little dot on that one. And then there's the dot, you can see the dot on that brown one in the back and in the front one right there. So as you can see, I got some dots in there. Hi, Hank. So I'm just curious if we can hatch our natural, normal eggs here without an incubator. Just have the chickens do the job for us. But yeah, so I mean, that's the plan. We're going to be getting some. And we've had so much rain, so much rain, that this is actually muddy. So I got to come through here and scrape all this up and level this out. After the storms are done and over with, I will take the plastic off of here and let the sunshine come in here. But right now we've got another ginormous storm coming. So until then, the plastic's going to stay on there. It just prevents from getting totally flooded. Now, mind you, the metal panels here on the bottom, those go down and into the ground about 6 to 8 inches, I think. I did 6 inches. They go 6. I dug a trench and I put the metal. Those are roofing panels, corrugated roofing metal, aluminum roofing panels. I put them down in the ground 6 inches, and then I built up a berm of dirt and rock around the outside of it. Now, I did this to prevent from predators from getting in there, raccoons, skunks. We do have bobcat. We got a couple other, we got possums. We got a couple other types of predators out here that would just absolutely love to eat my chickens. So, knock on wood, thank God, we haven't had any problems with any predators getting inside this enclosure at all. The coop itself is down, now it's on skids. That is actually down inside the ground too. I put that down. I think that got put down. We see the skid. So some of the water ran off. You see the skid right. You can actually see the skid there to where the erosion from the rain that we've got. It's now exposed. It used to look like this above it. That way the skid was completely under the ground. Again, preventing predators from getting inside there. Yeah, see that? I did that with the tractor. I fucking smashed it. To prevent predators from getting in there. And here, it looks like I had a predator looking like it was digging to get in to the chicken coop. That looks like a dig mark. So it's very possible. It's very possible. Now the chickens did that. They used this little spot right here. You can see that little spot right there. It's where they go inside here and feather themselves when it was dry and dust themselves. But yeah, this is was completely buried into the ground to prevent from predators from getting inside my chicken run. And I gotta tell you, it has worked out fabulously. Hank, get out of the chicken coop. Out here, boy. It worked out really good. So anyways, this was just a kind of a recap video. Just kind of giving you a look-see what it looks like 1 week after the kids were born. I still got some more kids on the way. Autumn should be giving me babies here in a month. She's not close yet. So she's not even really, she's bagging up a little bit, but not a whole lot. But yeah, the ligaments in her tail haven't separated yet. So she's still got some time. She's got about a month to go. But yeah, this is just kind of a recap video of a week. Just I want to post something up here and keep you guys informed what's going on with the homestead. And Trixie, get out of the chicken coop. Come on, out. Dog, get out of there. It's not your place. That is not your room. Calm down, bloodhound. Tell you what, those people who have bloodhounds, they know the struggle. The struggle is real. These dogs are extremely stubborn. They have a mind of their own. You want them to do something, and they're on a scent or they're on a sound, you don't matter. All she wants to do, this girl, all she wants to do is just eat. That's all she wants to do is just eat. She'll eat the cat food, she'll eat the chicken food, she'll eat. She comes over here and she eats after the goats, after the horse. It's all she thinks about is her stomach. So, but anyways, everybody, just wanted to update on what was going on around here. And I'm going to cut this video off now. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, ding 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 ding. You know, throw a comment down if you want to, leave a comment, leave a like. You know, I like to read comments. I don't get any comments. You know, I get a lot of views on my channel, but I don't get any comments, and I would like to know what people think. You know, so if you have an opportunity, you know, leave me a comment, and we will I will respond. I guarantee it. I will respond. Even if it's a hello, I will send you a hello. I got a vulture flying up over the baby the baby goats. So I gotta watch that out. Watch out for that guy. Yeah, buddy, you just keep flying. The redhead vultures, blackhead vultures. I think it's the red-headed vultures that will actually take your live animals and kill them, and it's the black-headed vultures that will only eat that's dead. Or it could be the other way around. I don't know. I have to research it. So here's my. There they are. The drakes in the front. Here's my blue Swedish. You see? Where's my egg? Rent is due. I need my egg, little girl. Yeah, it's so cool. Anyways, everybody, to stop this video here, again, please like and subscribe to my channel. It'll let you know when I upload more videos, keep you updated on what's going on in progress on the babies. That way I can also show you the birth of Autumn when she kids, and then maybe even Willow, my mare, when she falls. So, but anyways, hey, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for taking the time out of your day and listening to me ramble on. I appreciate it. I'm starting to get better at this filming content. I think I just uploaded a short of the babies today, so I think I'm up to, this will be video number 48 on my channel, which it's kind of cool. You know, I try to keep my videos, you know, I try to keep them short. They don't always end up that way because I do seem to ramble on a lot. But anyways, everybody, hey, I appreciate y'all. You know, I do this for myself. I do this maybe for other people who want to see what's going on in my neck of the woods. So I'm going to cut this off now. I'd like everybody to please be safe out there. If it's not Mother Nature, then it's our society. Be safe out there, everybody. Please make good choices. We have one life to live, and let's make the best of it while we're still here. You know, it's a cynical world, and let's take care of one another. And as always, hey, y'all. Happy hunting. Till next time, I'm Todd. This is Todd Hollow Homestead. Y'all take care. Bye now.